yet another question to handle, and it has to do with simultaneous equations with quadratics. Looking at this, you might want to run away because the figures are looking very, very big. But I want to assure you that what you're dealing with are quite small, and I think you'll be able to survive. So what you do first of all, I'm going to make y. I start by doing my rule out. I'm going to make y the subject of the formula. And when I've done that, I will explain to you why I chose y. So this is 5x minus 23 will be equal to 2y, which means that 5x minus 23 over 2 will be equal to y. What I've done is to divide both sides by 2. Why have I chosen this approach? I want to ensure that what I'm using to divide is small. Somebody else can decide to make x the subject of the formula. It's the same result you're going to get finally, but I want to reduce my computation. So with that, I'm going to go and now say put, or I can say from. Or maybe I should have said from 5x minus 2y equal to 23, so that anybody following will understand where this is coming from. Alright, so I will then put y equal to 5x minus 23 over 2 in x squared minus 5xy plus y squared equal to 1. Part of the traditional practice would have been to say equation 1, equation 2, but as a person, I try to stay away from that. I try to allow my examiner to understand what I'm doing step by step. Right? So with that said, I will then, wherever I have y, I'm going to put that there. So I'll have x squared minus 5x into what? 5x minus 23 all over 2, brackets close, plus 5x minus 23 over 2 all squared equal to 1. So what do I do at this point? I will have x squared minus. Now, the minus only affect the numerator part. So that will be minus 25x squared. I'm trying to be careful here so that okay, let's not allow the negative to work. I'm going to keep the negative, so I'm not allowing the negative to work, and it's for a reason. Bracket open, minus 105x, 5 times 2 give 105x divided by 2. Notice what I've done. I have not used the negative yet. It's just my own choice. The student can solve in another way, but I have chosen not to use my negative yet. Plus, bracket open, this will be 25, using my Wakanda approach, 25x squared, extreme positions, minus crossbow, this is 105 times 2. That will give me, is that 105 or 115? Sorry about that, that should be 115. Because 21 times 5 would have given you 105. So that will give you 115 times 2, which will be 230x. Plus, now 23 squared will give me 529. 529 everything over, you know, the square affects top and bottom over 4 equal to 1. So maybe I have one more line here before I go to the next page. So with this one, what I advise you to do first is to clear your denominator. Do what? Clear your denominator first. Clear your denominator first. And what does that give you? That will be 4x squared minus, remember I'm not using this minus yet, into 25x squared minus 115x Remember that since I multiplied through by 4, this will take 4, this will take 2, this will take 2, this will take 2, plus bracket open 25x squared minus 230x plus 529 equal to what? 4. So what I've done is to use 4 to clear off because I do not want to have a denominator. So I'll continue on this part of the board. Alright, so this is where we are right now. And looking at it, it looks very big, is that not? So first of all, you need to patiently open these brackets. And when we open the bracket, I'll tell you what next to do. So I'm going to open the bracket. That will be 4x squared minus 50x squared plus, now I'm using my negative to work, plus 230x plus 25x squared minus 230x squared. I hope you're seeing that at this point in time, you can actually cancel this. So I don't need to wait. I don't need to wait till I finish the work. As I identify, you know, the beautiful thing about A-level work is, as you identify the problem or you identify a solution, deal with it immediately so that you reduce the bulk. Plus what? 529 equal to 4. So at this point, I can now deal with this. So this will now give me, okay, I can also deal with this also. Are you seeing it? I have 4 plus 25, that will give me what? 29. I'm going to remove 29 from 50, and that will give me 21. Negative 21x squared. Is that correct? Okay, so negative 21x squared, and that will be plus 529 minus 4. You discover that from this line to this line equal to 0. From this line to this line, it's like as if nothing has happened. Why? Because when I solve, I try to preempt what my answer will look like. So this will be minus 21x squared plus, that should be 525 equal to 0. I divide through by 21. If I divide through by negative 21, I'm going to have x squared minus 25. Confirm for me equal to 0. Please, especially when you're dealing with Cambridge A-level maths, understand that the problem, especially in this aspect of math, is done such that there are always factors. So understand that they're not there to make the work difficult for you. So just relax, take the ideas one step at a time, and you discover that in no time you're solving and you're getting your answers seamlessly. So from here, I'm going to have that x squared is equal to 25. The squared will suggest that I need either a positive or a negative. So from here, x will be equal to plus or minus, and just for emphasis sake, I'll just put that. But I know that x will be equal to plus or minus 5. Now, there's another technique I want to use now. So to help you solve this, I will just roll my book into 2 like this. I'll just say x equal to 5, x equal to what? Negative 5. Now, I have the equation here that y is equal to this. So I'll just say y is equal to 5x minus 23 over 2. And I'll just say here y is equal to 5x minus 23 over 2. So I make my substitutions now. This will be y equal to 5 into 5 minus 23 over 2. Same thing I will have to do here, y is equal to 5 into minus 5 minus 23 or negative 23 over 2. And this will simply be what? 25 minus 23. 25 minus 23 over 2, which will give me 2 over 2. And what is that? Y will be equal to 1. Y will be equal to 1. From here, I'm going to have that y is equal to negative 25 minus 23 over 2, which will mean that y will be equal to negative 48, if I'm right, over 2. and y will be equal to negative 24. You can keep your answer in coordinate system. So I could say that at the end of the day, my answers will be like say 5, 1, or my answers could be like say -5, negative